cleared all the rounds of the interview, negotiated your salary, and got the offer letter of your dream job. But then you just receive one call from the HR and it changes everything. Your background verification has failed. And the reason is so trivial that you never thought it mattered. Hi everyone, this is Mitanshi Agarwal, a certified resume writer, career coach, and an HR professional from over half a decade. And today I'll be sharing some of the most ridiculous yet common mistakes which the candidates make and made their background verification fail. So some of the reasons will shock you and others will make you laugh, but I can definitely say all of them are quite avoidable. Before we dive in, let me tell you why it matters, because I have seen brilliant students losing their job worth of lakhs of rupees just because of these simple mistakes. Did you know 30% of the offer letters get revoked due to the background verification failure? But surprisingly, 60% of them are not due to some serious reasons like criminal records or fake degrees, but due to some minor discrepancies or minor mistakes which the candidates thought never mattered. Let's start with the most common category, that is educational background verification, and you have no idea how many students trip here. The first common mistake I find in this category is their graduation year. So once student mentioned 2019 as a graduation year, and on his certification it was 2020. When he was called up, he said he completed his coursework in 2019, but the convocation was held in 2020. So always mention the date and year same as it is mentioned on the official certification document, as otherwise it will create problems for you. And the second is simple spelling errors. One candidate mentioned PANGAB, Punjab University, instead of PUNGAB. So the agencies couldn't find his university and flagged it as a potential fake degree. A similar thing happened with the candidate mentioned Madras University instead of University of Madras. He was flagged with potential fake degree. So these things matter. Make sure you mention the exact same dates and names of the educational institutes and degree of your completion. Third thing I find wrong coursework. One candidate failed his background verification process because he mentioned computer science instead of computer science and engineering. I would even suggest to mention the complete instead of MBA, mention Masters of Business Administration, complete names of the degrees. Okay, so now let's move to the second section, that is employment history. And here the things gets even more interesting. So a first common mistake is not correct official name of the company. One candidate mentioned Reliance Industries instead of Reliance Industries Limited. So make sure you mention the official legal name of the company. If you have any confusion, just look at your salary slips or your offer letters. This might seem a small deal to you, but this is not to the verification agencies. The another reason is incorrect reporting manager name. His real name was Rajesh Kumar Sharma. So never use the informal or nicknames of the reporting managers. Mention their complete full name. Another reason is salary mismatches. A candidate inflated his salary to be 1 lakh. The company revoked the offer letter, not because of the low salary, but due to the fact that the candidate lacks integrity. I get a lot of questions regarding like, do the agencies get the salary details into the mail? So yes, some agencies do ask us regarding the salary details of the candidates, but most of the companies deny that request in order to maintain the privacy of the candidate. The background agencies usually check the salaries from the bank statements or from EPF accounts, but as far as from the HR, we usually don't mention the salaries. Now let's move to the third section, that is personal details disasters, and you have no idea how your personal details can trip you up. So first is address mismatches. One candidate mentioned his current city to be Mumbai instead of Bombay. I know it's the same city, but the agencies marked it as a mismatch. Another case also happened. One candidate mentioned flat 23 and in his official document it was apartment 23. I know it's 23, but again the agencies marked it as a mismatch. Agencies don't assume anything. It's your duty that you mention the exact same addresses and everything that are onto your official documents. And if you've recently moved, you update your documents or do mention it after the interview. Let's move to the another section, that is references and contact mistakes. The references can literally make or break your verification process. The reasons that can mess it up is one can be wrong phone numbers. One time the candidate provided their manager's number and it was showing disconnected and he didn't bother to update or provide the new contact. So the agency tried 2-3 times, then they provide unable to verify and the offer was withdrawn. And the another reason can be unprofessional references. This is a classic mistake. So sometimes the candidates provide their friend's number as the tech lead or as the reporting manager. And during the verification, the friends get nervous. If the agency finds it suspicious, so they mark it as suspicious and unable to verify. Make sure you provide the references that can vouch for your work. And now let's move to the last section of this video, that is social media and presence. So in the digital age, online presence is also the part of background verification process, especially your LinkedIn ID and sometimes even your Instagram and Facebook if they are public. One time one candidate mentioned different dates in the companies to the resume. So his offer was revoked because it was a mismatch of the company's employment dates. One time the candidate was posting very mean comments related to employment, employer, how being salaried employee is being a slave. The company withdrew the letter. I would suggest to review your social media settings and keep them to private, because what might seem fun to you can seem to be unprofessional to the potential employer. So these can be the possible reasons which can lead to the background verification fail. Make sure your profile is aligned and there is no mismatch. If you still have any query, you can let me know by putting comment on the comment section. If you like the content, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and I will see you in the next video.